All right, we are live here on MTG Unpacked. So we're getting stuck into some Patron snap packs today. So this is where we go through the Patron boxes and put together a little something extra for the patrons. So let's see who we got here. Welcome to Puddin'. Can't wait to crack into Edge of Eternities next month. What do you think about the leaks so far? It looks pretty good. Better than I was expecting. And I wasn't expecting much. So anyhow. All right. We will introduce the patrons here. The single pack per month tier momentarily. I do have some packs for the stream today. So these are actually my last two Final Fantasy play boosters. So I had to supplement with some foundations. I do have a couple more boxes on the way, but those did not get here in time for the stream. And I thought I would show off. Got some PCG graded cards back from PCG, of course. That was, I think I had 20 cards, and I actually had a whole video on that. So you can see we've got a pristine 10. Very cool. Liliana Dreadhorde General. I only got docked for the edges, but yeah, pretty cool. So this is actually a non-foil version. I wish I had a foil, but that is what we pulled. All right, so let's get into it here. Welcome to Evie. So we'll start off here with the single pack per month tier. The patrons getting a foil from the box, starting with Truckin' CJ. Thank you for being a patron. And grabbing you a foil Plains, one of these nice Bloomburrow lands. They actually have all 4 seasons represented, so that's cool. Next up, we have Saggy01. Thank you for being a patron. Digging in to the second foil today. And we have a Plains. I do have a bunch of full art lands, including some Surge foils here, so we'll probably see a bunch of those today. Next up, we have Lauren Reynolds. Thank you for being a patron. Let's see what we get here. We've got a Swamp. We're getting all the lands. Is this just a... Yeah, this is just a regular foil. So enjoy. And next, it is Jacob Flint. Thank you for being a patron. Let's see what we get. It is... Oh, Wits End. Nice one from M13. That is very cool. All right, pop that in there. Something different from a land at least. And one more patron at the single pack tier. That is Stalker Mike 1987. Thank you for being a patron. And we have a foil Mythic Death Mist Raptor. Awesome. All right, so I will set this stuff aside. We'll get on to the main event shortly. If you're a patron in the live stream already, let me know. I'll try to get your snap pack done right away. So I saw Puddin' was in there, so I'm going to go digging through the box. Oh, there we go, right at the front. That's easy. Okay. So first patron, we have Puddin'. Thank you for being a patron. So the way this works, we're going to dig in the box here, just grabbing 5 commons to start with. Like so. And then grabbing 5 uncommons. And then a foil, rare or mythic. So let's see what we've got for Puddin' today. Oh, it's a flying cat with bat wings. Just kidding. It's a cloud-bound Moogle. Everybody knows what a Moogle is. Sound the Call. Oh, from Cold Snap. That's cool. Eastmar Cavalier. Laughing Mad. Grand Pulse Uchu. Rona's Vortex for the uncommons. Reflections of Litjara. Extra rare there. An extra mythic. We've got Primeval Bounty. Cargo Ship. Gladiolus Amicitia. And a Steam Core Scholar Extended Art, along with Minwu Rebellion Strategist. This is the alternate for Mangara the Diplomat. So one of the Through the Ages cards from Final Fantasy, of course. All right, but wait, Puddin'. Round 2 begins. So same as before, and there are sometimes little surprises in the boxes. You regulars will know how that works. Okay, so there's the commons. And then what I'll do is once we've found all the surprises in this box, we will move on to the other one. Bit much to fit everything in one box these days. Okay, so foil, rare or mythic. Okay, round 2 for Puddin'. And we have Druid of the Spade along with Chocobo Kick. Take out the trash. Heck dies. Nightblade Brigade, the Goblin Soldiers. Imperial Aerosaur, Tectonic Giant. Ooh, extra rare there. Sage of the Beyond. Splashy Spellcaster, Staunch Crewmate. Foil, Lobelia Sackville Baggins. Nice. And a Realm Reborn from Final Fantasy. Nice extended art there as well. So scooping it up here for Puddin'. Enjoy the pulls. And welcome to Jiggly801. Yeah, the July snack openings, those will probably, the way it works, probably early August, I would say. All right, Stalker Mike, welcome. Okay, next patron, we have Chicknam. Thank you for being a patron. You are welcome, sir. So there's a 5. Let me know if there's any audio issues. Everything's coming through loud and clear. I try to mute things on my end. I do have my iPad running the stream, so I can at least see if there's any video issues. But audio-wise, I got to keep it muted. Sonny MMA, welcome. Thank you very much. Okay, so we've got our commons, uncommons, foil, rare or mythic for Chicknam. And we start off with Shore Up, Nyxborn Unicorn, Coel, Molten Gatekeeper, Expedition Healer, Embereth Shieldbreaker, Slumbering Cerberus. Whoops, what am I skipping? Curse Cloth Wrappings. Nice borderless art on that one, extra rare. Rune of Flight, Volcanic Torrent, Foil Illicit Masquerade, and a mythic, Xenagos the Reveler. Nice one from Baldur's Gate. Enjoy the pools there, Chicknam. And next up we have Jurgen. Thank you for being a patron. So grab some more cards here for you. Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Here it actually, we had, I don't know if anyone's been following the US news. There's been a lot of flooding around the place. So we had tons of rain. When was that? On Friday, I think. And some more on Saturday. So Chicago had a bunch of flooding. Texas, of course, that was terrible. But yeah, nice for the rest of the weekend, thankfully, here. All right, Jurgen, what do we got? It is Silhana Ledgewalker along with Ravenous Lindworm, Rampant Growth, and a Blitzball Shot, Fanatical Strength, Exuberant Fuseling A Phyrexian Goblin Warrior, Plate Armor, Albed Salvages, Icon of Ancestry, extra rare, Enclave Cryptologist, foil, nice. This is Niv Mizzet the Firemind, and you'll notice the 2006 stamp. So this is one of the 30th anniversary foils they were handing out, promo cards at local game stores, and Summon Mage's Sisters for the second rare there. So enjoy the pulls, Jurgen. So there are a bunch of those 30th anniversary foils in the box this month. I was digging through my bulk boxes, and sometimes there's not bulk in there, so I put those in. I thought that was a nice find. Okay, let's see here. Next, we have Johannes Normanen. Thank you for being a patron. And Jiggly801 saying it is pretty mild in Utah, a few sprinkles here and there. I remember I really liked Utah. We visited there, saw the Arches National Park, drove through that country. It's like almost like an alien landscape in some areas, but that was pretty cool. I did notice it was really hot, and we had some sudden storms coming in. I don't know if that's normal for the area, but definitely worth visiting if you're traveling within the US. Okay, Johannes, what do we got? It is Eyeblight Massacre along with Vanish from Sight, Feed the Swarm, Sazercap's Brew, Field Research, Fledgling Dragon, Delivery Moogle, that is awesome, Seal of Cleansing, Explorer's Cache, Defend the Celestis, Foil Mythic, we have Admiral Brass, Unsinkable, and Gaia Reach Sanitarium for the rare. So enjoy the pools there, Johannes. And I should point out, a lot of people think I'm English, or some people get it right. I am from Australia originally, but I'm in the US these days, been living here for over 20 years now. So yeah, that's why you might think that a little bit odd that I care about weather in Chicago and places like that. All right, next up we have Taran. Thank you for being a patron. So digging through the box yet again. So we've got our commons there. Foil, let's grab one of those. Okay, Taran, you're up next. We have Supplex, along with Ice Flan, Rabbit Response, Scorpion Sentinel, Johannes Stopgap, Chaos Wand, extra rare, not too shabby, Frontier Bivouac, Necroblossom Snarl, Glory Bringer, lots of extra rares in this one. I had a play set of these when it was in standard. That was awesome. And Fire Magic, we've got a nice Forest and a Mythic, Samet the Tested, Hour of Devastation. And a little spoiler here for those watching, maybe you're watching on the replay. We are having an 8th anniversary special coming up on Wednesday this week, and we'll be getting into some pre-release packs for Hour of Devastation. So going hunting for invocations again. You'll have to wait and see how that hunt turned out. Jiggly801, think a recent opening video you said something about happenings in the US, so I figured you lived here. How is Australia? Bucket list trip for sure. Yeah, Australia, a lot to see and do there. It's very different though, as far as travel. Like in the US, you can travel in any direction, direction anywhere, and you'll usually find signs of civilization or at least some cool scenery. In Australia, everyone lives mostly around the edge of the country, so the interior is mostly desert. So you're not going to find a lot to do around there unless you're maybe going to see Uluru or stuff like that. Welcome to Frankie Fisher. Doing well, sir. Next up, we have Ultrix. Thank you for being a patron. Digging in yet again. And then the uncommons. All right, let's see what we've got this time around. We have Totally Lost, and there is Fibblethip sitting on Nicole Bolas's head. Not sure what happened there. Redcap Thief, a Goblin Rogue, Soul Shackled Zombie, Molten Blast, Arcane Signet, nice. 3 visits, what was I thinking? Okay, Outlaws of Thunder Junction, that is an uncommon. Herd Baloth and Soul Ring. I did not remember putting a Soul Ring. Okay. Morbid Opportunist, Phantom Train, and Barbed Servitor, along with Shadow Mysterious Assassin. Nice. Borderless, or is that could be extended art? I can never tell a lot of the time. So enjoy the pools there, Ultrix. And who is up next? It is Luke Killam. Thank you for being a patron. So Luke, what was the theme? He was in the Chaos Box tier. Theme last month was villains. So he got the Perforos God of the Forge. I think definitely qualifies as one of the villains of MTG. So you'll see a bunch of those in the stream today for the patrons at that tier. Okay, there's a foil, rare or mythic. All right, Luke, we have Undercity Diarat, along with Thunder Magic, Red Mage's Rapier, Tavern Scoundrel. Whoa, ding, 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 ding. Okay, standard pack. We're going to chew up one of my 2 remaining Final Fantasy packs here. Let's set that aside. So that is the first wild card pulled. Hopefully Luke can see this on the replay. We have a reconstructed Thopter, Bag of Holding, Mizium Mortars, extra rare, Thunderherd Migration, Yathan Tombguard, a nice pre-release Swarm Intelligence, and Heartless Conscription for the rare. Okay, so the way this works, as usual, the patrons get the rares, mythics, foils, anything over about art cards, anything from the list, legendaries, so on and so forth, to reduce shipping costs. Let's do something like that. And we start off with Crystal Fragments. Flipping around into Summon Alexander. Queen Coup Gourmet, we'll chuck that in, that's a legendary. Dragoon's Lance, Lock Coal, there's another legendary. Lunatic Pandora, another one. Instant Ramen, Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum, Aerith Rescue Mission. Mysidian Elder, Sephiroth's Intervention. Airship Crash, and a hero flipping into a wizard. Foil Rabanastra Royal City. Foil Commune with Beavers. What is that? Final Fantasy 2. Okay then. And the rare, not too shabby, the Wind Crystal. All right. So enjoy the pools there, Luke. So we'll set this stuff aside and move on to our next patron. Okay, it is Kane Carpentier. Thank you for being a patron. So Kane also at the Chaos tier. The Terror of the Peaks, I think, was just one of the pulls that he got. That wasn't actually the villain. I wonder which one. Take a look here if it's in here. Oh, okay. He got the Olivia Crimson Bride. So Olivia Voldaren, of course, one of the villains of MTG. Okay, let's see what we got for Kane. We start off with Lightfoot Technique, Ice Flan, Galadrim Guide, Lotus Guard Disciple, Lotus Guard Disciple back to back. Okay, then. Vane Carudus Solidor. So this is the alternate for Finn the Fangbearer. I made a fun deck tech for that one a while back. Relic Axe, Valkyrie Aerial Unit, Secret Salvage, extra rare. Ajani's Pridemate. Ooh, Mishra's Foundry. Nice retro border on that one. And a Mythic. Nashi Moon Sage's Scion. Awesome. So enjoy the pulls there, Kane. And while I'm here with talking about the Chaos boxes, I'll plug mtgunpacked.com. So we do have some pure Chaos boxes still in stock. Fantasy 5-packs and Dragon's Horde, among others. So check it out if you're in the US. Next up, we have KTW. Thank you for being a patron. And we do still have a wild card in this box. And so, like I said earlier, when we find that, we will switch over to the other box. Got the foil. Okay, Katie, we start off with Dragoon's Wyvern, Magitech Infantry, Steampath Charger, Instant Ramen, Sakura Tribe Elder, Outpost Siege, extra rare, Debris Beetle, another extra rare, Mystery Key, Swallowed by Leviathan, Can Wanderer. I always thought this was a weird looking card. We've got a shapeshifter there. Extra rare. Is that Law one? I'm not sure. Let me know in the chat or comments. We got Yuma Proud Protector, foil mythic. So I think this was from one of the commander decks. And a borderless Kane Traitorous Dragoon. So some nice pulls there for Katie this month, or I should say for June actually. The July ones will be coming up in early August. All right, moving right along. Next, we have Shai Zamir. Thank you for being a patron. So what are people thinking of the Edge of Eternity's spoilers so far? Anyone excited for the set? The Shocklands are coming back, believe it or not. I think they're doing the like planets or galaxy foil stuff again like they had in Infinity. I think that's what their plan is. All right, Shai, what do we got? It is Conceited Witch, Summon Chocomog, Salt Road Patrol Migrating Ketrodon, Crushing Vines, Sheldred's Restoration, Twinferno, Atmosphere Surgeon, Frostpire, Arcanist, Blight Pile, and Eternal Witness. Okay, so here's another one of these 30th anniversary promo foils. This one, 2004. Very nice. And Omnath, Locus of Rage. It's a mythic. So enjoy the pulls there, Shai. And I just saw in the comments that set symbol I pointed out earlier. Jiglioto one says Law one. Yep. All right. And speaking of Law one, does everyone know that Law one is coming back in January 2026? I think they were going to do it this year, but I think they needed a little more time on that for some reason. They ended up putting one of those, an extra one of those Universes Beyond sets. So Giglioto one says, Edge of Eternities looks interesting. Haven't played Magic very long. My buddies who have played 10 plus years say they're stoked for it. Must be good. Yep, looks pretty cool. Next up, we have Flur Ou. Thank you for being a patron. And that is actually a foil Showcase the Tarask. That was a pretty nice pull from D&D. And if you've played D&D, have you ever come up against the Tarask? And was your entire party slaughtered, or did you actually survive the encounter? Let me know in the chat or comments. Let's see, I think I missed a foil here. Grabbing a foil, there we go. All right, so let's see. We have Might of the Meek, along with Item Shopkeep, Ravine Raider, Command Tower, Sages Nuliths, Angel of the Ruins, Golem Artisan, Catois, and Eden Seat of the Sanctum, Ricochet Trap, Foil the 12th Doctor. Did you know they did Doctor Who? They actually did some Commander decks. When was that? A year or so back. And Tlinkali Hunter. Okay, from Baldur's Gate. I don't remember that one. So enjoy the pulls there, Flur Ou. And next patron. Digging in here. We have Mutated. Thank you for being a patron. So got a nice Final Fantasy Titus Una's Guardian. What is that? Final Fantasy 10. So if you've played any of the Final Fantasy games, which one was your favorite? Right now I'm working my way through the original one. Actually, it's the remastered, the Pixel remastered on Steam. So I bought that in the Steam summer sale. Final Fantasy 7, that's the one with Cloud and Barrett and so forth. And I did buy a bunch of others, but yeah, I have limited time, so I can't play them all at once. We've got Quick Study, along with Marlborough, Basilica Skullbomb, Verdant Outrider, Adventurer's Airship, Endless Sands. Oh, extra rare. Haunt the Network, Burning Anger, The Witch's Vanity, and Golbez Clad in Darkness. So this is the alternate for Sir Conrad the Grim through the ages artwork. The Regalia in foil rare there, and Jidor Aristocratic Capital. All right, so enjoy the pulls. Mutated, but wait. We've actually got another snap pack for you, so let's put that together right away. Yeah, one of my... I think I will have to... Oh, I did have to... I had to restore from a save with Final Fantasy 1. I just I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I knew you needed supplies and stuff, but I waltzed on up to... what's that guy's name? I forget. He's a big castle to the north. He had somebody's daughter captive, and I waltz on in there, and he just slaughters the whole team. And it was like, oh, okay. I guess I should have done a bit of grinding before I got here. I did some, but everybody had like their starting weapons and armor, so they had no chance. We got Break the Spell, Hazardous Blast, Notvold Recluse, Breaking of the Fellowship, Magic Pot. I just noticed it's a Goblin Construct, Emergent Sequence, Leyline of Hope, extra rare, Soul Coil Viper, Summon Shiva, Hex Gold, Hoverwings, foil here, Bottled Cloister. Okay, Ravnica Remastered. and Azuri's Predation for the rare. So enjoy the pulls there. Mutated. Excuse me. Okay, next. Let's see here. Digging through the box. Next, we have David Griffiths. Thank you for being a patron. So what is that? Ishtola Rule. Final Fantasy 14 by the look of it. Don't think I grabbed that one. Had to restrain myself because there's about 1 million Final Fantasy games. What are they up to, like 16 or something these days? Welcome to Ken at 6:30 in the morning. Monday morning, welcome. Okay, David, we have East Farthing Farmer along with Cathar Commando, Terminal Agony, Armor of Shadows, Devour Intellect, Stitches Supplier, Taranika, a Crowan Veteran, extra rare, The Hunger Tide Rises, Glacial Dragon Hunt, Love Struck Beast, another extra rare, Foil Swamp, there's another one of those lands, and Saravok's Tome for the rare. So enjoy the pulls there, David. Yeah, so I know the hour of this stream is a little bit inconvenient for like Europe. Not too bad for the US, and it's probably good for like Australia, the Asian countries further south. So yeah, I had to, it usually takes me all day to get ready for one of these streams, so that was the case again for this one. Next we have Brian Simmons. Thank you for being a patron. Digging in yet again. We're still looking for the second wild card in this box. I feel like it was in the common slot. Okay, Brian, we have Ice Flan along with Migrating Ketrodon, 3-Tree Rootweaver, Finclade Fugitives, Minecart Daredevil, Candlekeep Inspiration, Servant of the Conduit, Convict's Cultivator, Stolen Strategy, extra rare, Summon Shiva, Goblin Fire Leaper in foil, and Drowned Catacomb for the rare. So enjoy the pulls there, Brian. And let's see. Connor, no, I have not done yours yet. So let me just look for that one. We'll cue that up after our next patron, I think. Let's see. Yeah, so Connor, another one at the Chaos tier. So the theme last month was villains. So we've been taking a look at those in the stream as the patrons come up. Where is he? He's hiding here somewhere. Ah, here we go. Perfect. Okay, so next we have Peter Sorenson. Thank you for being a patron. So Peter at the Chaos tier there, getting the Nicol Bolas Planeswalker Mythic Edition. I love those foils. They look fantastic. So there's the commons. Moving on to the uncommons. 3, 4, and 5 foil and rare or mythic. Okay, Peter, we have Blazing Bomb along with White Aura Sight, Birthday Escape, Seraph of Dawn, Ran Away Together, Food Coma. Hornet Queen, extra rare. Usher of the Fallen, Treasure Keeper. Cephalid Colosseum. Nice. Oh, that is a Surge Foil. Unmistakable. What do you think of those Surge Foils, by the way? Return of the Wild Speaker is the rare. So enjoy the pulls there, Peter. That Nicole Bolas in particular is a lot of fun. Next, we have Connor Moody. Thank you for being a patron. So Emrakul, the Promised End. That was one of the secret lair cards. So again, with the villains theme. So there's the commons. 2, 3, 4, 5. Foils. Whoops, just one. I don't have that many that I can hand them out like candy. All right, so Connor, we have Chain Devil, along with Dragonstorm Globe, Dragoon's Wyvern, Corrupted Shapeshifter, Jeskai Devotee, Castle Embereth, extra rare, Summon Shiva, that one keeps coming up, Mishra's Factory, Whirler Rogue, Random Encounter, Foil Mirror of Galadriel, and Living Death for the rare. So enjoy the pulls there, Connor. And welcome to 8th place, Dave. I wonder if there's any Hashep Oases in the box this month. I can't remember if I found any or not. Jiggly801, curious where you get all the rares and mythics for the snap packs. Are these all from your personal collection? So, 8th place Dave took all the Hashep Oases. So if you want any of those, you're going to have to probably send him an email or leave a comment on one of his videos and he can hook you up. So the rares and mythics, they are either from packs I've opened, from what I've been doing lately is breaking down commander decks, and for a long time I was having to order all of that stuff on TCG Player just because I go through so many. I try to keep the value at least $1 per card, so not the ones in the uncommon slot, those are bulk, but the ones in the rare or mythic slot, try to get them $1 or more. So just to give the patrons a little bit extra value. Next, we have Stump Jumper John. Thank you for being a patron. He's got the horrifying Buried Alive. That is reprint in Modern Horizons 3. Then the uncommons. Foil, and let's grab the rare or mythic, and we have Combat Tutorial along with Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum, Sungold Barrage, Town Greeter, Precious Wanderings, and Mouth to Feed, one of the split cards there, Armand Cat actually, so extra rare, Gladewalker Ritualist, Basalt Ravager, Direfleet Daredevil, another rare, Arcane Encyclopedia, Demonic Junker with the borderless art, and Return of the Wild Speaker for the rare. I think we saw him about 10 minutes ago, didn't we? So enjoy the pools, Stump Jumper John. And let's see, next we have Domino. Thank you for being a patron. Got a bunch of mythic pulls for the patrons last month, so that's good to see. That one was from Tarkir Dragonstorm. And I recorded a bunch of videos for the next week. Usually I batch record stuff on the weekend, so I just need to edit during the week. And yeah, I'm down. As of this video, we've got one more pack of Final Fantasy in the place, and I have a few more boxes on the way, except people are slow to ship stuff. I'm wondering if the weather is causing some problems with that. All right, Domino. We have Dire Wolf Prowler along with Morgul Knife Wound, Loporrit Scout, Depart the Realm, Commander's Sphere, Fade Away, reprint from Exodus, Extra Mythic just chucked in here, Kefnet the Mindful, nice, Overwhelming Surge, Captivating Crew, extra rare. We got Reason to Believe. I think I went a little nuts with the extra rares this month. Officious Interrogation as a rare foil, and Warstorm Surge for the whatever 10th rare or whatever it is in that pack. Enjoy the pulls, Domino. And digging in next patron, we have Bermedian Belbich here. Thank you for being a patron. Again, we are still looking for a wild card in this box, so we will continue digging through until we find it. Hopefully it's not the very last card in the box. That would be a little embarrassing. We have had that where we've gone literally most of the stream and just pulled a handful of the wild cards, and it's been sort of painful. I try to put them in there so they're easy to pull. All right, Rampant Growth along with Harried Spearguard, Marble Diamond, Angel of the Dawn, Veteran Guardmouse, extra rare Arrester of the Endless Web, Twisted Filthy, Rowdy Research, Futurist Operative, Collector's Vault, Foil Calamity Bearer, awesome, and Blasphemous Act for another rare. Enjoy the pulls there, Bermedian. And that giant reminded me, I did a mono red giant deck around Kaldheim time. That was a lot of fun. That is in the MTG Arena playlist. Okay, next. Oh, nice pull there. Graeme Brown gets the Cloud Midgar Mercenary. Nice one. Thank you for being a patron. Yeah, there was somebody complaining on the... Roadie Bob, yeah, I think I did yours about 20 minutes ago. You might have to rewind. You should be able to access the replay and see. If you just scroll through that, you'll see your opening there. Yeah, somebody was commenting the other day. They're like, where's all the clouds and the Sephiroths and stuff? I'm like, dude, there's only like 3 mythics per box. So you got to open a ton of stuff to actually find mythics in that set. So that's why they are truly mythic in Final Fantasy. We've got Twisted Experiment, Nasty End, Winding Way, Sibzig Appraiser. Oh, what was that? Vector Imperial Capital. Yes, here it is. Standard pack. Ding, 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 ding. So, Graeme, alas, we're alternating packs today. So, you'll get Foundations. And if I had more Final Fantasy, we'd be opening that. But it's a very hot commodity these days. We've got Doc, Orlok, Grizzled Genius, Copy Crook, Archive Dragon, Corvold, and a Noble Thief, Vampire Token. This is a double-sided one. Elemental on the other side, and Cactus Preserve. I love the artwork on that one. So that is awesome. And if you're in the Chicago area, I highly recommend checking out the Chicago Botanic Garden. It's actually not right in downtown. It's more in the suburbs, northwest suburbs. But they have some awesome greenhouses there. You can see those giant what are those giant flowers? I forget what they call them. And they also have a whole greenhouse of cactus stuff there. That's really cool. We have Sarah Angel, an offer you can't refuse, chucking it in. Arcane Epiphany, Sanguine Siphoner, Gleaming Barrier, Fanatical Firebrand. It's a Goblin Pirate, Eaten Alive, Strix Lookout, Giant Growth, Healer's Hawk, Drake flipping into a Goblin. I got to chuck that in for you. Jungle Hollow, Foil, Balmore, Battle Mage, Captain, and Brass's Bounty for the rare. Oh, and a Mythic, Herald of Eternal Dawn. Nice. Not sure of the value of that one, but we will sleeve it up just the same for Graeme. Very nice to see. Okay, but wait, Graeme, don't go anywhere. We have another snap pack for you. So now that we have gotten through the wild cards in that one, round 2 for Graeme here. So we'll go digging through this. This one's a little tightly packed, so bear with me. 3, 4, 5, come on, there we go. And so we do have more wild cards in this box as well. Wild card, of course, being our term for the Jackalope herds, the channel mascot, as you might have noticed from the playmat. And at the end of every video, that guy is on our mantelpiece. Picked him up in South Dakota from Douglas, Wyoming. Not South Dakota, when we were near South Dakota, but yeah, in Douglas, Wyoming, the, what do they call it? Like the town building or whatever. They used to sell those. Not so much these days. I think the people who used to stock those moved on. We have Take Out the Trash along with Aki Ronin, Goblin Samurai, Underdark, Basilisk, Streaking Oil Gorger, Merfolk, Coralsmith, Confounding Riddle, Kelpie Guide, Gatebreaker Ram, Elixir, Soulscar Mage. That was awesome in my mono red deck when I got into Magic. Purging, Stormbrood, and Angel of Indemnity for the rare. Enjoy the pools there, Graeme. Yeah, I started playing 2017 in Armenket. And then around the time of, it was soon after the Hour of Devastation release, I started the channel. And so we opened some, well, actually a whole lot of Hour of Devastation stuff at that time. So we do have an 8th anniversary video coming up this week on Wednesday. We'll be getting stuck into some Hour of Devastation pre-release packs, going hunting for the invocations again. I like to do that from time to time. Next up we have Kenny. Thank you for being a patron. Digging in yet again here. And if you're a patron in the chat and I've not done your snap pack yet, just let me know. I'll try to take care of that right away. And the uncommons here, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, a double-sided one there. Foil, oh, just one rare or mythic. Kenny, we have Blitzball Shot along with Bard's Bow, Mistwalker, Volshi Tide Turner, Gubu Gardener, Summon Primal Garuda, Bone Cash Overseer, Sun Pearl Kirin, Unctus's Retrofitter, Mashiko's Reign of Truth. This was the double-faced one. Portrait of Machiko on the other side. A foil mythic, Jaya Fiery Negotiator, and Savvy Trader for the rare. So enjoy the pulls there, Kenny. And our next patron here is Gaoku. Thank you for being a patron. Let's see if I can do this a little more efficiently. Maybe not. It's still a little tightly packed in here. So there's a commons. And then the uncommons. 1, 2, 3. Another double face card there. 4 and 5. And then let's see, we'll grab our foil. See what we got here for Gaoku. We start off with Arcane Signet, Aerith Rescue Mission, Dramatis Puppet, Cotrub Forayer, Ran Away Together, Chittering Witch, extra rare, another one, Diluvian Primordial, Crystal Fragments, flipping it into Summon Alexander, Huskburster Swarm, Fresh Start, Foil Slurk, all ingesting, that's an ooze, and a mythic. We have Zariel, Archduke of Avernus from the D&D set. Awesome to see it. Enjoy the pulls there, Gaoku. Okay, next patron. Oh, we've got another one of these. Or is this is a slightly different one? How many clouds are there in Final Fantasy? Lucas Nunez, thank you for being a patron. So we've got the Cloud Midgar Mercenary. I think there's more than one actually, probably 2 or 3. And the Buster Sword as well is in there. We pulled one in a recent video, or maybe, you know what, you probably haven't seen that video yet. I recorded it this weekend, I think, so you'll see that coming up over the next week or so. Okay, Lucas, we have Second Breakfast, the best meal of the day if you're a hobbit. Ripclaw Wrangler, Archon's Glory, Balaam T. Rexor, White Mage's Staff, Cathar's Call, Swarm Intelligence, extra rare. We actually pulled the foil pre-release version earlier in the stream. King Nafi's Betrayal, Ambrosia Whiteheart, Summon Anima, Mythic Melek, Reforged Researcher, and another Mythic, Urabrask the Hidden. Nice. That's a reprint in Baldur's Gate. But wait, Lucas, don't go anywhere. Round 2 here. So you know the drill, people. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I've got our commons together here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Foils. Okay, round 2 for Lucas. We have Kabira Outrider, Shinra Reinforcements. What is that? Final Fantasy 7. I thought I recognized them. Thieves' Tools, Wild Ride, Abzan Devotee, Threadbind Click, Spectre's Shriek, Reclamation Sage, Hostage Taker. This used to be the awesome hotness in the, was it Rivals of Ixalan, I think? Tragic Banshee, Foil. Oh, Surge Foil is back. Here we go. A nice Plains and Astrologian's Planisphere for the rare. So enjoy the pulls there, Lucas. And what do you think of those Surge foils? We actually opened all of the Final Fantasy Collector Edition commander decks, and those are all surge foiled out. Not sure it's worth the price, honestly, especially the way the pricing is right now, but they do look cool. Next up, we have Nova Entropy. Thank you for being a patron. Let's get into it. Oh, whoop. I'm supposed to be doing this box. I forgot. Not to worry, I didn't get too far into it because we do have the wild cards here. And then uncommons, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Got a foil and rare or mythic. All right, Nova Entropy. We have Rat Out, Spider Food, Besotted Knight, The Modern Age, flipping it into Vector Glider, Bomber Core, Stolen Uniform, Take to the Streets, Elvish Regrower, Evil Reawakened, Lucas Stadium. Okay, still on the uncommons. We've got a foil Hide in Plain Sight, foil rare there, and a mythic Divine Visitation. So enjoy the pulls there, Nova Entropy. Run DMS says, I have a Chaos box headed my way. Awesome. Did you order one of the pure Chaos boxes or one of the others? Was that something you ordered today or you ordered it in recent days? I think I just had one order today for a Chaos box. So maybe that was you. Let's see who is next. Do something like this. There we go. Next, we have Keith TKW. Thank you for being a patron. Digging into the patron box once again. Three, 4, 5. Run DMS got the 4th of July box a few weeks ago, which was a banger. Ordered a few days ago, so should be in your PO box tomorrow. Ah, okay. That's cool. Yeah, those 4th of July boxes, you guys cleaned those out in like less than 2 days. I thought they might last the weekend, but they didn't. So I'm all out of, I used up all of my Brothers War packs, I think, on that. Used up a ton of Final Fantasy. What else do we have? Kaldheim, Bloomburrow, and Lost Caverns, I think, was in those. So we had the red, white, and blue packs was the deal with those. Keith, we got Carfell Harbinger, Siege Worm, Hobbit Sting, Bewitching Leechcraft, Light Shell Duo, Guardian of the Forgotten, Newfound Adventure. Okay, Through the Ages card there. Red Dragon. Red Dragon, wasn't that the one of the was that a prequel to Silence of the Lambs, I think? The Thomas Harris book. Canonized in Blood, Starseer Mentor. I feel like it had Edward Norton in it, didn't it? Unless I'm getting that mixed up with a different one. Gargos, Vicious Watcher, and Culling Ritual. So a couple of rares there. Enjoy the pulls, Keith. Okay, digging through the box again. Next up, we have Chris White. Thank you for being a patron. Run DMS says the Brothers War packs in the 4th of July boxes were insane. Both had retro mythics. What? You did pretty well then. Awesome. Okay, so uncommons 3, 4, 5. Still hunting for the wild cards in box number 2. Okay, Chris. We have a Goblin Tomb Raider. I would pay good money for that game. Tomb Raider, but with a goblin, just like this blue monkey dude. That would be awesome. Sultai Devotee, Dwarven Castle Guard, World Map, Molder Beast, distant cousin to the Scully Beast, Shambling Seath, Lord Skitter's Butcher, Wildfire Eternal Extra Rare, Summon Esper Ramu, Threadbind Click. Oh, nice. Retro. Liliana's Standard Bearer. What is that? Is that a promo card or something? Looks cool. And Summon Primal Odin. Okay, so enjoy the pools there, Chris. And our next patron. You know what? While we're on Chris's, Chris Booth, you're up next. They were just both back to back in the same box. So I guess the openings, I try to do, like, organize everything in the order that the videos were aired in that month. And just so I don't miss anything, I got to make sure I cover all the patrons. And when I'm pulling them from the box, I'm just grabbing them randomly, or if the patrons are in the stream, I pull those for them. But that was pretty funny. I thought I'd do 2 Chris's. And speaking of Chris's, we watched, finally watched Deadpool and Wolverine last night. That was hilarious. And we got there's a Chris in there. I won't spoil it, but if you've seen it, I thought that was pretty funny. We got Cogwork Librarian, Wither and Bloom, Quitrub Forayer, Haunt of the Dead Marshes, Beanstalk Worm, Inspirited Vanguard, Cry of the Carnarium, Guiltleaf Winnower, Brushfire Elemental, Temple of the Dragon Queen, nice waste. That is not a Surge Foil, okay. And Tower Winder for the rare. That's cool. What is that? Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I don't remember that one. I guess because it was in the Commander decks. Okay then. Run DMS says, thank you, patrons. Love these streams. None of this would be possible without the patrons. So I think the Patreon's been running since 2019, I'm going to say. Early 2019, or was it late 2018? And we have had there's a handful of patrons who have been there since the beginning. So you especially keeping this operation running. Next up, we got Nicholas Zimmerman. Thank you for being a patron. So we do actually have to put 2 together for Nicholas today. Hopefully he can catch this on the replay. And the replays, you can watch them in real time. The advantage if you're a patron, if you wait 24 hours, YouTube puts together a transcript, and that allows you to just search for your name, and you can skip right to the section of the video where we're doing your snack pack, so that can save you a bunch of time. All right, we have Avishkar Raceway, formerly known as the Plain of Kaladesh, Johannes Stopgap, Lightshield Duo, Hithlane Knots, Benthic Criminologists, Twists and Turns, Flippin' into Mycoid Maze, Saheli's Lattice. We are flipping again into Mastercraft Raptor, Spectral Steel, Swallowed by Leviathan, Soul Coil Viper. Ooh, a foil mythic, Borderless, Gonti, Canny Acquisitor. That's from one of the Commander decks. And Ramanap Excavator. You may play lands from your graveyard. I think that one was a menace when it was in Standard. Was that Hour of Devastation time? Or it was one of the Ramanaps. I can't remember if it was that one or the other one. So enjoy the pools there, Nicholas. But wait, round 2. Let's put together another snack pack here. Yeah, so you might notice these live streams are very unpredictable, it's really because it takes me so long to put everything together, try to randomize the boxes, try to dig up enough rares and mythics for the boxes. So not something I can do in a few minutes. It often takes me most of a day. So that's mostly what I did today, was put these together, organize everything for the patrons. Next up, we have Instant Ramen, Bearer of Memory, Moonrise Cleric, Axguard Cavalry, skipping over, Infestation Sage, Envoy of the Ancestors, Twinferno, Light Up the Stage, Axguard Armory, Overkill, that is truly overkill, Shambling Seath for the foil, and the Indomitable for the rare. So there we go, Nicholas. Enjoy the pools. And next we have a patron at the Chaos tier. It is Winifred 007. He got a Future Sight, the first sliver. That was awesome. So that was the villains theme we had last month. And the theme this month, in case you missed it, is Secret Lair. And normally I would buy all of the cards for the Chaos boxes. This month, though, I've been digging through my personal collection. I was actually collecting Secret Lairs since the beginning, or almost the beginning. But it just got so out of control. I'm like, okay, I need to start selling some of this stuff or putting it in the Patron videos. So that's what I've been doing lately. So hope you enjoy. We have Frost Peak Yeti along with Sunshot Militia, Shore Up, Bard's Bow, Blitzball, Markov Waltzer, Restless Bloodseeker. This one flips, so we've got the night and day cycle here. Blood-Soaked Reveler, Static Snare, Tonberry, Quick Beam Upstart Ent, Foil Axebane Ferox, and Lies Hexed. Nice extended art there from Final Fantasy, the Commander decks. So enjoy the pools there, Winifred 007. And if you're into Chaos boxes and you're in the US, check out mtgunpacked.com for all your Chaos needs. And I just realized something. Roadie Bob, I don't know if you're still there. I thought we had already done yours, but actually I had just remembered seeing the team bag there. So yes, hopefully you're still around. If not, you'll have to catch the replay. Sorry about that. I'm like, oh yeah, we opened that, but we didn't. It was actually in the box still. I just saw it. Okay, 3, 4, 5. And we got a foil, rare or mythic. All right, Roadie Bob, here we go. It is a battle-scarred goblin. Plunge into winter. Ironpaw Aspirant, Sugar Rush. Migrating Ketrodon, Fire Giant's Fury. Kadama's Reach, nice one. Venerated Storm Singer, Woodland Acolyte. Dunedain Rangers, Summon Fat Chocobo. That is awesome. What is this? A pleasingly plump summon, I would say so. And Rishkar's Expertise for the rare. So enjoy the pools there, Roadie Bob. Jiggly 801. I know it's far in advance. Do you have an idea of what August box breaks might be? I can tell you there are probably not going to be special August box breaks. It's a continuation of July. So we're opening, so box breaks for this month. Mystery Booster Draft Box. That video airs on Friday. That's already sold out. Later this month, we'll be doing Edge of Eternity's Collector. Patrons were so ravenous, I had to order 4 boxes, collector booster boxes from my LGS. So that is completely blown up the schedule for the box breaks. So what I'm going to do is there will be, I think, release weekend or pre-release weekend, we're going to do a Edge of Eternity's collector box, and then I think pretty much every week after that, or maybe we'll do 2 in 1 week, I'll get through the rest. So yeah, I'm probably just going to do those. If I come up with anything else, I'll have a post on Patreon, but that's probably how it's going to work. It's just lately the Final Fantasy, especially, that blew up my budget completely. For like, there was so much demand, the pricing of everything was so high, it's like I had to go crazy selling a bunch of stuff on eBay and TCG Player to pay for it all. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it just to the Edge of Eternity's collectors next month. All right, next up we have Nat Barker, and he got the Traveling Chocobo. Congratulations, sir. Thank you for being a patron. And no, it was not serialized. You can actually get those from regular play boosters, although I think that would probably be a case here. A lot of those mythics, you would have to open 6 boxes just to pull them. Do I have a TCG store where I sell singles? Yeah, if you go to do a Google search for TCG Player seller search, and then if you look for MTG Unpacked there, that's where I sell singles. Higher end stuff I've been selling on eBay, so I have a store there as well. On eBay, it's a lot of, I do have a lot of graded cards there right now. So yeah, that's stuff that I would be difficult, I think, to sell on TCG Player. All right, Nat, we have White, Orosite, Black Mage's Rod, Pilfer, Nimrodel Watcher, Sabo Tender, Overkill, there it is again, Ominous Seas, and Twin Blade Blessing, extra rare, Thieving Skydiver, Reject Imperfection, nice foil, what does it say? Play promo, Fell Stinger, and Orochi Soul Reaver for the rare. What is that? A Snake Ninja Rogue. What a combo is that? Enjoy the pulls there, Nat. And next up, we have Card Freak 89, Yawgmoth Thran Physician. That was another of the villains for the villain theme box, or boxes, I should say, the Chaos tier last month. And then this month, of course, we have the Secret Lair theme. Had a pretty spicy video today, some of the foils in that one. The problem with the Secret Lairs, I was going through my collection, pulling stuff for that, and a lot of the values just crash and burn. There's very few that are really high end, or at least high enough that I would want to put them in the Chaos boxes. All right, we have Magic Pot, Ali Assailant, Fate of the Suncrist, Unfathomable Truths, Blazing Torch, Stone Skin, Demir Aqueduct, Mouse Trapper, Blanchwood Armor. Oh, here it is. Ding, 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 ding. All right, guess what? Card Freak 89. You are lucky today. You get the Final Fantasy. So there is a wild card pull. We got Rawban, Bull of Alamigo for the foil, and Dragon's Horde. There we go. And can't resist plugging the Dragon's Horde boxes on mtgunpacked.com. So you get a couple of Tarkir Dragonstorm packs along with a bunch of other sets that have dragons in them. All right, so Final Fantasy. This is my last Final Fantasy box. I don't actually, or pack, I should say. I don't have any others except what is in the mail. We have Ether, Auron's Inspiration, Black Waltz number 3. We'll chuck in the legendary Iron Giant, Syncopate, White Orosite, Sahagin, Commune with Beavers, Summon GF for Freet, Vincent's Limit Break. Art card is Summon Good King Mog 12. There he is, Good King Mog 12. And we have a Forest, I'll chuck that in as well. The Emperor of Palamecia in foil flips into the Lord Master of Hell. That took a dramatic turn, didn't it? And Xenos Ye Galvis for the rare. I don't remember this one. Shinryu Transcendent Rival. Oh, it's a dragon. That's awesome. And X-Death Void Warlock flipping into Neo X-Death Dimensions End. So enjoy the pulls there, Card Freak 89. The next question will be, does all this fit in your team bag? And I might be able to get that just... Yeah, I had a one of the videos, the team bag split because there were too many cards. But you are all good there, sir. Okay, next. We have Ziggy Storm. Thank you for being a patron. So Eluge the Shoreless Sea, that was one of the... I tried to... You might remember this video. I tried to do like a commander... snack battle where I had 2 commanders in one video, and yeah, Eluge, as you might guess, got completely slaughtered. Not too many fish in the packs, so oh well. So that's why you haven't seen any other battles after that. And as well, I've been doing those videos on Wednesdays, so there's 5 Wednesdays this month, so 5 patrons, I figure 1 per day. All right, we have Laughing Mad, along with Portent of Betrayal, Red Mage's Rapier, Flare of Faith, Light of Judgment, Defend the Rider, Angrath, Captain of Chaos, Royal Cartographer, Kazoo's Fury, flipping into Kazoo's Cliffs, Brightblade, Stoat, a Weasel Soldier of all things, Foil pre-release, Lamplight Phoenix, and Emmet Selch Ascian. So that is the alternate for Correct, Son of Yawgmoth. So another Final Fantasy through the ages. And what's going on in the chat? My LGS in the area sold out of pre-release set packs instantly. Run DMS Final Fantasy pack from my Chaos box had Kefka Court Mage and Kefka's Tower Extended Art. Whoa! Jigglyada one, what's your eBay page? Also under MTG Unpacked. Yes. I forget if it's MTG underscore or MTG dash. Different sites had different requirements for what you could put in the usernames. All right, next we have Shadow Wolf 88. Thank you for being a patron. Nice mythic dragon you got there. Teval, Arbiter of Virtue. I think that was actually in the Commander Snack battle I was talking about. So as you might imagine, dragons, spirit dragons would win that against fish. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then we have foil, rare, or mythic. And we start off with Goblin Surveyor, Nimble Hobbit, Hired Hexblade, Inkling Summoning, Marlborough, Rune of Sustenance, Battleshield Warrior, Lightning Helix, Felwar Stone, Markov Purifier, Foil Extended Art Llanowar Loam Speaker, and Dissipation Field for the second rare there. Enjoy the pools, Shadow Wolf 88. Okay, next up Let's dig through here. Okay, we have Dan Harris. Thank you for being a patron. And I noticed this too, the Crystal Tower. A bunch of patrons got that one for June. So I'm thinking that's one of the more common through the ages cards you'll see. At this point, we've opened, I'm going to say, 9 or 10 boxes of Final Fantasy. I think it's somewhere in there. So normally each new set that is released, I would order a case from my local game store, and then once that runs out, I just order others from TCG Player or eBay, depending on whatever's cheapest. All right, Dan, we have Molten Rebuke along with Fire Inform, Lantern of Revealing, Precious Wanderings, Roving Harper, Deep Analysis, Check for Traps, Soul Guide, Lantern, Brazen Collector, Essence Anchor, and a foil Gandalf, Friend of the Shire, and Dark Slick Shores for the rare. So enjoy the pulls there, Dan. And I should point out there is one more wild card in that box, so hopefully we'll find that sooner rather than later. Next up, we got Ben Doherty. Thank you for being a patron. Ben getting the awesome Tifa Lockhart there. That's one of the more sought after cards in the set, especially actually in the collector boosters, the Surge Foil Borderless. I think we pulled one of those for the patrons from the collector box, so that was awesome. Okay, commons, uncommons. Tifa doubling each landfall is wild, yep. Only until end of turn, but if you can get more lands entering... Oh, right off the bat, I wasn't even looking at this. Okay, so we are back to Foundation. So we've got a wild card here for Ben. So I'm going to have to restock the boxes. It's about that time anyway. We have Merfolk, Coralsmith, Dauntless Unity, Demonic Gifts, Not Dead After All, Check for Traps, Allied Assault, Ixali's Lawkeeper, Infernal Vessel, Draining Whelk. Okay, there we go. There's a rare. Wrong Turn in Foil, and Khan's Bastion, another rare. So enjoy the pulls there, Ben. Let's get into some Foundations. I know it's not as exciting as Final Fantasy, but we got to work with what we got. We have Genesis Wave for the art card, along with Rugged Highlands, foil Galta Primal Hunger, nice. And just realized this is a Japanese printed pack, so let's do our card trick here. We have Blanchwood Armor along with Shivan Dragon, Heir Apparent, another nice pull. I actually built that deck. You can see that in the MTG Arena playlist. Thriller Possibility, Vampire Soul Cooler, Cackling Prowler, Felidar Savior, Light Shield Duo, Giant Growth, and Cranko Mob Boss. Nice Goblin Rare, and another one, Extravagant Replication, Dauntless Veteran, and that is it. All right, so I think that was a decent pack after all. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 wild cards. I will be restocking those. So what I do, grab the commons here, chuck them in. And I don't know if we're going to have room. Okay, we're not going to have room for all of the uncommons. Let's just grab a heap of those, pop those in here like so. There we go. And then I will restock. Pop one in here. And one in here. And we are all reloaded and ready to go. Okay, let's get all this organized. Next up, we have Charlie L. Thank you for being a patron. So we've got our box restocked with wild cards. 3, 4, and 5. Try not to grab 2. It's not a big deal with the commons and uncommons, but it's more of a deal with the foils and the rares or mythics because I don't have that many. Oh, what am I doing here? Am I grabbing multiple? Hang on. 1. Let's check this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's the commons. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I was messed up from this. Okay, so then we grab a foil, rare or mythic. All right, Charlie finally got it sorted. We have Sazakap's Brew, Atali's Favor, Roma's Routine, Cranial Ram, Sylvanus's Invoker, Unburial Rites, awesome artwork on that one, Shrouded Shepherd, Seeker's Folly, High-Fey Negotiator, Summon Anima, Foil Mountain, not a Surge Foil, alas, and Ryosai, the Falling Star. So reprint in Baldur's Gate. Enjoy the pulls there, Charlie. And next, grab a couple more patrons here. We have Buki. Thank you for being a patron, and rest in peace, Corey Stillcutter was recently banned, so I think the price dropped a bit, although not as much as you might think. Yeah, the red decks got absolutely hammered. They got rid of Monstrous Rage as well. Which I guess when I would play on Arena, you would see that card all the time. So I can see why they banned it. But, yeah. Oh, well, I guess they have to mix things up now and then. Okay, Buki, we have... Oh, here we go. Okay, wild card time. That happened quicker than I expected. All right, so we'll get you a Foundations pack. We have Fleeting Flight, Disenchant, Wave Sifter, Augury Raven, and Battle at the Big Bridge. So this is the alternate for Fatal Push. And Reptilian Recruiter, Mouse Trapper, Hellspark Elemental. And the Crystals Chosen. Oh, here we go. Surge Foil. Look at that. That's awesome. And Dragon Lord Ataka. What a snack was that. That rivals your Corey Stillcutter there, I think. Okay. On to some Foundations here for Buki. That Plains belongs in Outlaws. Seriously. All right, we have Stroke of Midnight. I think is still decent. We'll chuck it in. Twin Blade, Blessing, Tragic Banshee, Squad Rallier, Gorehorn Raider, Gutless Plunderer, Armorsol Guide, Cackling Prowler, Wary Thespian, Mocking Sprite, Kaito, Cunning Infiltrator, Emblem, with a Ninja on the other side. Got to chuck that in, and I think that one might be over $1 as well. Then we have a Foil Plains, Foil Think Twice, and Lunar Insight. Doesn't this remind you of that Ponder card with like the moons or whatever those are supposed to be? Borderless Reclamation Sage. Got to chuck that in as well. All right, so not a bad pack there for Buki. Enjoy the pools. Next up, we have Matty T. Thank you for being a patron. And what is that character? Is that Zidane or is that somebody else? I must admit my knowledge of Final Fantasy characters is pretty abysmal because I never did play the games back in the day. Having to catch up now, and I don't have a huge amount of time for playing games, alas. Okay, Matty T. We have Frogify, along with Parasitic Impetus, Primordial Nora, Person of Interest, Unassuming Sage, Edgar, King of Figaro, so there's an extra rare. Another one, Mask of Gristlebrand, Soul Guide Lantern, Unexpected Request, Bane's Contingency. Oh, Sarah Angel. This is another one of the 30th anniversary foils. So these were promos that came out through local game stores. So this one's for 1993. And Goblin Spymaster, Goblin Rogue for the rare. Enjoy the pools there, Matty T. And next we have, actually, this patron has two. It is Taco Tuesday. Thank you for being a patron. There is the Buster Sword. That is a fairly iconic Cloud sword there. So that was an awesome pull. 3, 4, and 5. Yep. And then we have uncommons. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We've got a foil, rare or mythic. All right, Taco Tuesday. We start off with Shinra Reinforcements, Trip Up, Protector of Gondor, Pippin's Bravery, Thornplate Intimidator, Stiltskin Moogle Merchant, extra rare, Diamond Weapon, Formation Breaker, Prismari Command, another extra rare, Disdainful Stroke, Foil-etched Nimrus Una's Trickster, and a mythic, Ox of Agonis. Yes. So this is a reprint for the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty Commander decks. But wait, Taco Tuesday. Oh, what is this? Sephiroth Fabled Soldier. Okay. You really cleaned up for June, didn't you? Okay. I wonder how you did in July. I can't remember. Have we done your video yet? Seriously, yeah. He's cleaning out all the mythics from the boxes. Okay, round 2, Taco Tuesday. And we have White Mage's Staff, along with Family Reunion, Ride's End, Scales of Sheol, Glorious Gale, Oath of Nissa, extra rare, Gingerbread Hunter, Shared Animosity, extra rare, Malt Tender, Air Response Unit, and a foil Tolzmere, Midnight's Light, and Woodland Cemetery. So another rare. That one was loaded full of rares. Enjoy your mythics there, sir. Next we have Spooky Pookie. Thank you for being a patron. So another patron who did well with the mythics. We've got Ishtola Rule there. Final Fantasy 14 by the look of it. I think we pulled a couple of those in June. Okay, so there's our commons. foil, and rare or mythic. All right, spooky pooky. We have Cocoon Merchant. You're ambushed on the road. Many partings, Jasperis Sentinel. You're not alone. Fireglass Mentor, Lionheart. An extra mythic, Battle Mammoth. Tamio's Logbook, Demon Wall. Foil Mountain, no surging there, alas. And Midgar, City of Mako. I recognize that one. I'm playing Final Fantasy VII right now. So a strange city, that Midgar. Enjoy the pools there, spooky pooky. And next up we have Scott Mason. Thank you for being a patron. Nice Beator Ancestor's Voice. That must have been one of the Commander snacks for June. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And Run DMS says Scott Mason is legit. He is indeed. Okay, what do we got here for Scott? It is Light of Judgment along with Adorned Crocodile, Ginny Windseer, Seer's Lantern, Suplex, Atali Primal Storm. Nice. I've actually got the playmat for that one. So there's an extra rare. We get another one. Karizev Skyship Raider. This is the one with the Ragavan token that pops out. That one was a lot of fun. Calamitous Tide, Reckless Velocitor, Angel of Condemnation, Foil Axebane, Ferox, and a Mythic Monastery Mentor. Nice one. So Scott doing pretty well for June, I would say. Enjoy. And next we have James W. Thank you for being a patron. Foil and rare or mythic. Okay, James. Starting off with Dream Drinker Vampire, Heaped Harvest, Mesmerizing Dose, Raven Form, Weapons Vendor, Salt Road Skirmish, Hurloon Battle Hymn, Zergo's Vanguard, Hivespine Wolverine, Insatiable Frugivore, Rat Berserker. Okay, that's a little disturbing. So there's an extra rare there. Foil rare, Elrond Master of Healing with the showcase art, and Green Slime. What is that from Baldur's Gate? Creature Ooze. That's a lot of fun. Enjoy the pools there, James. And next we have Claude's Princess. Thank you for being a patron. And then the uncommons. 3, 4, 5. I can probably put some of those uncommons from the other box in here in a minute. Claude's Princess. We have Gizal Greens, Forceful Denial, Pixie Guide, Prophetic Prism, Seraph's Packmate, Swashbuckler's Whip, Dragon's Disciple, Dragon Trainer, Falconwrath Noble, and Raoul and the Implicit Maze, Prince Imrahil the Fair in foil, and Kamenu Battle Armor Equipment Dog. Nice. Run DMS says Pixie Guide is a wild D20 card. Yeah, they had a bunch of dice rolling cards in that set. Next, we have Kevin Gardner. Thank you for being a patron. Digging in once again. And Kevin, we're going to make 2 of these snap packs for you. Oops, just one of those. Whoa, whoa, I'm flinging. This is the part of the stream where I just start flinging cards around wildly like a muppet. Okay, Kevin. If I can, there we go. Getting my coordination back there. We got Snarling Wolf along with Bard's Bow, Struggle for Skemfar, Finclade Fugitives, Greyhaven's Navigator, Chancellor of Tales, Chocobo Racetrack. Run DMS says 100 minutes in. Yes, it sometimes feels like 100 minutes. We've got Cartographer's Survey, Jeskai Brushmaster, Monoskellion, Amit Eternal, nice pre-release stamp version, and Fallen Shinobi. Okay, so there is your first one, Kevin. And round two, Mr. Chocobo here, introducing our next snap pack. I think it's funny how I'm seeing a whole bunch of spillover from the Pokemon world. Pokemon YouTubers opening tons of Final Fantasy. You're seeing it, like everybody's gone nuts. So I'm not surprised the box prices. What are they at? Like collector booster boxes, something like $1,500 now for one box. Insanity. And I'm betting that Wizards will probably have some Christmas theme, Christmas set for Final Fantasy, surely. Pokemon guys aren't opening them, they're sitting in them. Well, I have seen, what's his name? Deep Pocket Monster. He's been opening a bunch of collector boosters. Sky Whaler's Shot, Dauntless Survivor, Foul Strike, Gaelicat, Grabby Giant, Circle of Power, Rakshasa's Bargain, Self-Destruct, Summon Esper Ramu, Barrowan of Clan Undur, Sauron the Necromancer, and what's it going to be? Ooh, Hugo Kupka, the alternate for Bruce Tal Boorish Herder. So one of the Through the Ages cards from Final Fantasy. Enjoy the pulls there, Kevin. Yeah, I've noticed everybody and their brother are selling or trying to sell play booster boxes even on eBay, and I don't think they realize how many Wizards print. So you're seeing the prices are steadily dropping, even though they're selling like hotcakes. So there is supposed to be a reprint coming up later this month, from what I've heard. So hoping that reduces the prices a bit, because we have been opening a ton of that set lately. Just one collector booster box though. All right, next up we've got Dave Oliver. Thank you for being a patron. So there's another patron with the Ishtola rule. So I think it was like 2 or 3 of those we opened in June. Okay, so there's the commons. Uncommons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and foil, rare or mythic. Okay, Dave, let's get into it. And we have Poison Dart Frog, Envoy of Okanet Ahau, and Master of Arms, Light of Judgment, Dragon's Prey, Leech-Ridden Swamp, Food Coma, Necro Savant, Tenacious Tome Seeker, Graceful Takedown, nice foil, Geistlight Snare. Oh, that's a play promo as well. And an extended art, The Wandering Minstrel. So enjoy the pulls there, Dave. And I think I'm going to grab the rest of uncommons from the other box, see if they'll pop in here like so. Perfect. All right, next patron we have, Jacob Adams got the Phyrexian Mom there for the Villains Chaos boxes in June. So enjoy that one. Thank you for being a patron. And if you're into Chaos boxes, you're in the US, Check out mtgunpacked.com. Chaos boxes shipped to your door. We also still have some fancy 5-packs with the final fantasy packs, of course, and Dragon's Horde boxes. Check it out. Phyrexian text is difficult to read. There was actually a, was it Beetle and Grimm's or something? There was something you could get, or a secret lair thing. They had like a guide that would teach you how to read it. So I think you break it up, like it's like a whole alphabet. You can break it up and sound things out. So I thought that was nifty. All right, we have Stone Fury along with Return from the Wilds, Adventurer's Airship, Timo 20-back, Mirkwood Bats, Zephyr Sentinel, Dakuchi Silencer, Taken by Nightmares, Rust Monster, Elixir, Foil Frodo Baggins, and the rare, oh, nice one, Chromatic Lantern. So enjoy the pulls there, Jacob, especially that Mother of Machines. Okay, I'll pop these in here for you. So, of course, Elish Norn, if you're new to Magic, also known as the Mother of Machines. Next up, we have Rebecca Humphrey. Thank you for being a patron. And Rebecca, we're putting together 2 snap packs for you today. So 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Uncommons. And we do still have another wild card in the box. Hoping we can pull it before the end of the stream. All right, Rebecca, what do we got? It is Now for Wrath, Now for Ruin. You have to say it like that as well. Dusk Wilder, Treefolk Umbra, Dwarven Castle Guard, Conduct Electricity, Random Encounter, Spectral Denial, Brass Herald, Beanstalk Giant, Wolf Willow Haven, and a Surge Foil Plains. There it is. That's the one we think should have been in Outlaws of Thunder Junction. And Metallic Mimic. Nice one. What's that? A Lost Caverns collector, or not collector, Lost Caverns commander deck card. All right, Rebecca, round 2. Nice Expropriate special guest there. That was from Duskmorn, I think. And we got you a meld card. I saw you got half a card there. We'll see that in a second. Okay, second snap pack for Rebecca. We have Arwen's Gift, Yona's Judgment, Midnight Scavengers. This is what I was telling you. You got the meld card. You got the bottom half of the card, so you'll have to hunt for the other one. Command Tower, Undercity Dire Rat, Side Quest, Catch a Fish. What do you think of that side quest in Final Fantasy? Cooking Campsite. I think my best fishing experience in the game would have to be Red Dead Redemption 2. It just seems so realistic, so definitely worth checking out if you've never played that before. Calamitous Cave-In, Poo-Poo UFO, Dismantling Wave, extra rare, Shambling Seath, and a foil Roar of Endless Song, and Steward of the Harvest for the rare. So enjoy the pools there, Rebecca. Okay, let's see. We're getting to the home stretch now. Just a handful of patrons left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 patrons to go. Okay, so we're coming up on about 2 hours for this one. All right, next up is Fat. Thank you for being a patron. That's actually a foil Imrith Desert Doom, not too shabby. So we pulled that from a D&D pack. That was pretty cool. think that was just a regular pack, right? We did do, although I will say we did do a box break of a D&D collector booster box recently, but I can't remember if that was May or June or earlier. Whoops, there we go. All right, fat. Starting off with Unassuming Sage, Marlborough, Grand Pulse Ochu, Jadecast Sentinel, Vincent's Limit Break, Legion Lieutenant, Tanglespan Lookout, Dwari Disruption. This one flips into Dwari Ruins. Then we have Fraying Sanity. This is an evil card. So you pair this with Fleet Swallower and you can mill your opponent's entire deck. I actually did that one time at the LGS, and my opponent was just about ready to do a table flip. He was not happy about that. High Fey Negotiator, Foil the Seventh Doctor, and Llanowar Wastes for the rare. So enjoy the pools there, Fat. And next, who is it? It here. Oh, we got this patron has two. It is Don Sava. Thank you for being a patron. So nice. Borderless the Shire there from Lord of the Rings. So that is still available for patrons. Still treating it as a standard pack. Although that will depend on how many more reprints they do. That's another set. Like Wilds of Eldraine, the box prices were pushing $200 until they reprinted it, which I am surprised they're still reprinting it at this stage. Okay, foil, rare or mythic. All right, Don. Starting off here, Woe's Pathfinder, Marlborough. We keep pulling that one. Gaelicat, Mysidian Elder, Narset's Rebuke, Glimpse the Cosmos, Voice of the Vermin, Sandworm, Moonblessed Cleric, Rip Apart, Zac Fair, there's the foil, and Managorger Hydra for the rare. All right, so there we go. And next, I thought this was fun. There and Back Again, although isn't that a reference to The Hobbit? I think we have the dragon there where he goes into the dragon's cave. Okay, so there's our 5. Yeah, those hydras, watch out. All right, here we go. Don Sava, round 2. We have Call the Mountain Chocobo, Vincent's Limit Break, Quattrob Forayer, Guardian Gladewalker, Root Rider Fawn, Choco Comet, Zurgo's Vanguard, Extra Rare Vivian Champion of the Wilds, Admiral Beckett Brass, Extra Mythic, Soaring Thought Thief, Foil Elderbrain. What is it, a buy a box promo? That's fun. And we are stuck here. It is Jador Aristocratic Capital for the rare. So enjoy the pools there, Don. And next patron, we have Tony Siriani. Thank you for being a patron. Can we find the final wild card before the end of the stream? I just noticed one of your cards there has some crimping on it. That's cool. Collectors like those sometimes. It's where the card gets trapped, where they do the crimping on the edges of the packs. You get a little serrated edge on there. See if we can notice that from the front. Which number card was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, now. Oh, it's the second one. Yeah. We'll see if we can notice that. All right, we have Daring Mechanic along with Cash Grab. So this is the one. Is that even visible? Not sure if you can see that with the resolution now. Sort of crimped on the edge. We have Ash Barrens along with Thriving Skyclaw, Frostpeak Yeti, Rail and the Implicit Maze, Extra Rare, Sarkhan Dragon Ascendant, Chaos Channeler, Ride the Shoopoof, and a split card, Smoky Lounge and Misty Salon. And okay, that is an uncommon. Then we have a Surge Foil Mountain, nice, along with Underground River. Enjoy the pools there, Tony. And next patron, we have Derek Grunwald. Thank you for being a patron. Got the nice Mox Jasper there art card. Those are pretty hard to pull out of Tarkir Dragonstorm. I think we've got maybe 2 out of a case and a couple of collector boxes. All right, I'll read that comment in a second. All right, Derek Grunwald. We have Gastel Blockbuster, Snowmelt Stag, Pirates Cutlass, Abandon the Post, Goblin Surveyor, Whirlwing Stormbrood, Scampering Surveyor, Oron's Inspiration, Ethereum Terramander, Chocobo Racetrack, a Foil Bruderclad Telcor Engineer, and Soul's Majesty. Yet another rare there for Derek. Enjoy the pools. And Run DMS says, love when you get the Defiled Crypt and you always say those things couldn't possibly be connected. Was it the Defiled Crypt and the Cadaver Lab? Is that the one? That always amuses me. All right. Oh, last patron for June 2025 coming in. Homer 9561. Thank you for being a patron. And of course, the Chaos Boxes, the Villains, Oko, Thief of Crowns. So we got you the pre-release version there. And I think some of those boxes we put in 2 cards if the value of 1 wasn't quite up to par. 2, 3, 4, and 5 uncommons. If we don't pull the wild card here, I think I'm going to open that last Foundations pack anyhow. We have Marching Duodrone along with Broken Wings, Fiery Cannonade, Fortress Kinguard, Planar Disruption, Dress Down, extra rare, Rainveil Rejuvenator, Picklock Prankster, Karlov Watchdog. Oh, I like this one. Primeval Shambler from Mercadian Masks. That looks cool. Foil Frodo Baggins and Mind's Dilation. It's a mythic. That is from Outlaws of Thunder Junction, the Commander decks. Enjoy the pools there. Homer 9561. And if you enjoy Chaos Boxes and you're in the US, check out mtgunpacked.com for all your Chaos needs. Okay, let's finish off here. So that is all the patrons for June. And coming up, I'm going to say early August, we'll have the July Snap Pack live stream. Let's see what we get in this final Foundations pack. We have Wardens of the Cycle, Stromkirk Blood Thief, Heartfire Immolator, Arbiter of Woe, Marauding Blight Priest. I think this one I had in my Vampire deck. It was like it had an infinite combo in it, if you remember that one. That's in the MTG Arena playlist, one of the more recent videos. Goblin's Surprise Bake into a Pie, Strix Lookout, Apothecary's Stomper, Llanowar Elves Refute. Got some food and treasure, Plains, Foil, Tragic Banshee, and Leyline Axe for the rare. That's it. All right, so there we go. Another month down for the patrons. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Hope everyone's staying safe and healthy out there. Thanks for watching and have a great day.